another one.
Stuck in limbo on QA job. That sucks. So, I'm a college student for a bachelor's degree in IT. In the spring of 2022, I started a QA internship without knowing what QA really was. And I would say that is what most interns and most recent college graduates face. They end up getting a QA job and they have absolutely no idea what QA really is. I was trained for about 2 weeks and then was put to work. I picked up on QA fast and actually outlasted all the other interns. I ended up working for a company for a little over a year until back in June of this year, which would be 2023, not 2024. Me and all other QA employees were let go. Oh, that sucks. This definitely stung, but I was grateful for the opportunity that I was given, and I figured I could get another internship part-time gig somewhat quickly. Well, wrong. If you're there for about a year, right? I wonder if you're still in college and that's why you're looking for another internship or part-time gig. But I'll tell you this, right? Getting part-time QA work, it's not common because, I'll get to that in the way, right? So let's keep going. Well, boy, was I wrong. I have applied for 6 months and have had no luck whatsoever. I've branched way out of QA and still have no luck. Besides my ranting, I guess my question is the market slow currently? There haven't been very many listings for QA intern part-time. I have experience with test script creation, manual testing, regression testing, Jira, ClickUp, not sure what ClickUp is, and Agile, all of which I list on my resume. With these skills, I thought I would have found something by now. I've driven myself crazy looking for a job. I stay away from full-time gigs because I can't do 40 hours. I was doing 29 hours per week max, and that was a lot. So I think the biggest problem is that we don't have our clock up. Okay, so timer up, right? I think the biggest problem is that you're not going to really find any part-time QA positions, right? QA is a full-time job. It's more than a full-time job because it is a salaried job. It is a job where you are going to, you might be on call. You might be working over the weekends. You might be working late because every company has their processes when they deploy and stuff like that. So if you are not able to be available, right, then what good are you? To be frank, right? And that company that you were at, like because you were a good employee or a decent employee and you were learning QA, they were flexible with you, allowing you to work 29 hours and stuff like that. But now trying to find now trying to go outside, like there, like company, like, all right, let's be honest here, right? Companies do not owe you anything. They do not. Like at the end of the day, the company's priority is the company, right? Their bottom line. The reason that companies offer all these benefits and stuff like that is because they want their employees to, number one, stay because retention is very important. But the reason for the benefits is because it is in their best interest so that the employees do a decent job, right? But if they don't know you from Adam, no company is required to bring you in and stuff like that. And then on top of that, you have demands. You're like, oh, I can't work 40 hours. And trust me, like working in IT, you work more than 40 hours, right? Just throwing that out there. If you thought you were going to come into IT and then you're just going to have work 30, 35 hours and then you go about your business, it doesn't work that way because there's deployments that need to happen. There's things that need to be tested. There's bugs. There's on-call shifts. There's things that go like things that do this, right? In the middle of the night, right? In the middle of the night, things go boom, and then you need to figure out what's going on. So is it like that all the time? No. But you need to have the expectation that things happen, and you might have to be available. You might have to, you're gonna have to be a team player, and not like, so in addition to not being able to work full time, right? And why, like, if you already had an internship, right, doing QA, why would a company like necessarily want to give you another internship, a different company give you another internship? Like, okay, because internships are not full-time jobs. They're to gain experience as in different fields, in different roles, in different fields like that. So if they see that you've been an intern before, why would they like necessarily want to give you another internship? And part-time positions don't have it either. Even when people intern, right? Because usually they'll be interning over the summer or something like that. So they'll be working full-time as an intern, right? So that's why I don't understand the idea of like trying to like, I don't know where you'd find a part-time. Maybe you can look on Upwork or something like that, but finding a part-time QA job is just not something that's going to exist. A lot of companies, like, they would rather their development teams be salaried, because when they are salaried, it, like, it becomes a job basis role, and it's about getting the job done and not necessarily clocking in and clocking out and stuff like that. I do not remember the last time I've actually had to clock in or clock out. Yeah, I really don't remember the last time I clocked in or clocked out, right? Because it's just not, it's not what the job is. So the other thing I'd say is, in addition to you not being able to work like a full-time job, because trust me, a full-time is, calling it full-time gig, it's not a gig, it's a job, right? It is a career, it is a job. But I would say that, and I know people who work like 2 to 3 full-time jobs, right? So like, give me a break here. If it's because of school, like, manage your calendar, right? Focus. The theme of this year is focus, all right? But I would also pause and say your resume probably sucks, right? Honestly, the resume probably sucks. You probably don't have it listed out well. You're probably not listing any of the reasons that someone would want to work with you, any of your accomplishments, any of your accolades and stuff like that. It's just probably like, it's probably exactly as it says here, right? I wrote test scripts. I did manual testing. I did regression testing. I know Jira. I know Agile. So the resume probably sucks as well. So I would definitely say you would want to revamp that resume, just from based on most technical resumes that I see. They usually suck, right? But those are the two things that are working against you. Not being able to work full time, more than full time, right? Because that's what tech needs. They need full time employees. They don't need part time employees, right? And I would say your resume is probably not that great. Being not only because you don't have that much experience, but because that's how most technical resumes end up turning out. All right. So just wanted to throw that out there.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.